Hi, I'm Summer. Today we'll be doing a gentle movement and stretch class focusing mainly on the lower body. Now we'll also intersperse some upper body movement just to get you a whole body good feeling when you're done with the workout. Let's start with breath work. First of all, check your posture. We're sitting tall in our chair. Our shoulders are relaxed, but our chest is up, and we're slightly dignified. Chin is slightly up. You can rest your hands on your lap, feet flat on the floor, a few inches apart. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Let's do that again. It might take a few breaths to feel a more loose and relaxed feeling, so we'll do a few more. Bring it in deeper and wider. Now with this deep breath in, exhale and slide your hands gently down your legs towards your feet. And when you get here, totally relax. Just let everything go loose. Slowly come up, as if you're stacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time. We'll come all the way up and roll the shoulders up and back. Let's do a few more shoulder rolls and we'll get up here in the upper body, just getting things loosened up and warm before I concentrate on the lower body. So we'll do a few of these shoulder rolls back. And forward. Bring it forward and feel it open up there under the shoulder blade. Let's do a few more there. 2 and 1 more. All right, one nice shoulder roll because we don't want to be walking around like this all day. So we're going to lift, shoulders up and back, take the arms out and up, and we reach down toward the toes again. Hold here, relax the head and neck. Make sure your neck is relaxed. And once more, slowly come on up to the top. Sit tall, shoulders up and back. Let's reach out to the right side with the right arm. Keep the palm down and just reach over a little bit. And this will be good as we get down into the hips. So it's in your lower back and hips. We're keeping your seat down. You're keeping seated, keeping your, I can't think of what to say. I'm pressing my hips into the seat of the chair. And then I'm going to bring the arm up and over, looking up under my arm toward the ceiling. Now while we're here, let's do a big circle with this hand. Circle it around out front. Tuck the abs in as you go. Look up, really reach. We'll do that again. And remember that breath, the lifting, inhale, and down, exhale. We'll do one more like that. And then release. We'll come back up, sit tall, roll the shoulders up and back, left arm out and over a little. So feel that over the hip bones. Now bring that arm up, reach up high, and lean over. Look up. Let's do those circles here. Let's do those circles. Circle it around. And we'll do one more here. Up and down. All right, good. Let's come back up. Sit tall, shoulders up and back. Reach out to the sides, reach forward. I'm tucking my belly in, dropping the chin, and then open back up. But drop the arms a little bit low so the shoulders are relaxed. Let's do that again. Out front, rounding the back, lower the head, and then open up. Let's feel it in the chest, down the inside of the arms also. Let's do that once more. And then bring it back. And then we're going to bring our arms and gently crisscross them across our chest. Let's do a little twist. So we're still in here getting things loosened up in the lower back. do 4 more each way. 3, 2, and once more there. All right, good. All right, release, arms out and up. We come all the way down again, but we'll come right on back up to the top. And when we get up here, let's get into our lower body. Bring the right knee up. So we've got our right knee up, getting a little stretch here through the lower back into the hip, behind the leg a little. Now while we're here, let's move the ankle. Bring some energy down the leg into near the foot, through the ankle and then the foot. Let's do once more each way like that. And last one there. Take that down. Now bring the left knee up. Same thing here. We'll roll through the ankle a few times each way. 2 more each way. And 1 more. All right, good. Place this foot down. Sit tall. Now we're going to bring the knees up. I want to warm up in here a little bit more. Open up in here. So we're going to lift the right knee and the left knee. And I'm not really pulling the knee hard. I'm just guiding the knee along with my hands here. Just warming it up. Loosening up things back there in your lower back, into the hip and behind the thigh. Let's do 2 more each way. And then 1 more each way. All right, bring the right knee up again. This time, turn the toes back. And then point the toes down. And back. And down. 2 more like that. And 1 more. All right, relax your ankle, but wiggle your toes a little bit now. Make sure you've got some feeling down the foot and into the toes. And now try to spread your toes apart. Doing the best I can there. All right, relax the toes. Take that foot down. Let's bring the other knee up. Turn the toes back and down. So this movement, we're feeling it in the shin and the calf. And 1 more each way. All right, relax the ankle, but wiggle the toes. And then spread the toes out best you can. All right, relax that. Place this foot down and sit tall. Let's stretch our legs out front a little bit. Excuse me. Let's just reach out. Right heel, bring it in. Left heel, bring it in. Right and in and left. Right and left. And so we'll do 4 more each way here. 2 more. And the last set here. And now we'll take the right heel out. We're going to keep it out there. Reach up with the right arm. Really reach, extend. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, reach down toward the toes. And just reach as far down as you can. If you can get all the way there, that's great. If not, you just move in that direction. It's okay. Now with a deep breath, we're going to lift back up with the arm. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bring it down again. Let's do 1 more like that. Inhale, lift. Bring it all the way down. And hold right here. You can relax the head too if you want for a moment. Reach out over the foot. Bring that arm all the way up and then down by your right side. Good. Let's bring this foot in. Left heel goes out, toes point up. Reach up high, left side, extend. Deep inhale. Exhale, reach down toward the toes. Moving in that direction. Let's come back up with a deep breath. And exhale, bring it down. Let's do 1 more. Up. And all the way down. Hold here for a moment. You can relax the head and neck. Let's lift the arm back up. Bring the arm down by the side and pull that foot back in. All right, we're going to move to the sides a little bit. And we'll involve the ankles with this too. So we're going to do a heel-toe movement of the feet out as wide as you can get them. Check your posture up top. I'm starting to slump, so we got to sit up tall. Check your heels. You're trying to line it all up the best you can here. Sit tall. This is an inner thigh stretch, but we're not going to stay here long. We'll go in and out a few times with that motion in the ankle. So come back in and then back out. Toes out, heels in. Let's bring it back. Let's do 2 more each way. Walk it out. And back in. And 1 more all the way out. And all the way back in. All right, let's walk it out again, but we're going to keep it out there for a moment. All right, heels in, toes out, sit tall. Reach out right and bring the arm up. Let's lean over our left thigh, looking up. And just really extend that arm. Open up through the palm of the hand, spread the fingers out. A few deep breaths. And let's bring that down. Check your stretch. Gonna reach out left, bring the arm out and up. Reach up high, open up through the palm of the hand, and then lean over your right thigh a little bit. Look up. And let's bring it all the way down. Come back up. Walk your legs back in. Let's lean over your thighs for a moment. Get a little release in your lower back, and we'll slide our arms up front, crisscross across your lower legs. And again, relax the head and neck. And release. Let's come back up to the top again. Sit tall, roll the shoulders up and back. All right, the right knee comes up again. Right knee comes up again. Now this time we're going to get into the joint here. We're going to circle a few times. Now again, I'm not pushing or pulling my leg. I'm just guiding the leg along with my hands. Just really getting things loose in there. Let's do 1 more in this direction. All right, let's bring it around. Pop. Pop. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. All right, place it down, sit tall. Let's bring the left knee up. Circle out gently. Let's reverse that. 3, 2, and 1 there. All right, good. Sit tall. I'm going to step out and in. Out, in. And I'm actually picking the foot up a little bit and placing it back down so it's up and out, up and in, up and out, up and in, out and in. Let's do 4 more each way. 3, and once more each way here. And last one there. Now instead of stepping out, we're going to be reaching out with the foot, stretching the leg out to the side, and then bringing it back in. So reach out, bring it in. And out, bring it in. Reach out and in, reach and in. And let's do 4 more of these each way. And in. 3, 2 more. And we'll do 1 more each way. Now we're going to take the right leg out again, but we'll keep it out there for a moment. So stretch it out. And then reach down with the same hand. So we're reaching down toward the toes. Bring it up. Reach up high. Let's lean away from that. And hopefully you're going to be feeling it open up in this area a little more. Now release this arm, bring it down, and hold on to your chair here if you need to, because we're going to bring the other arm over. I'm not going quite as far though. And bring it back down. All right, that foot comes in, left toes go out to the side, extend the leg best you can here, reach down with the left hand, and bring it on over. Look up. Let's bring the arm down, and you can hold the chair if you need to as the other arm comes over. And bring that arm down. Ooh, legs shaking today. Let's bring that back in. Arms go out and up. And exhale down. All right. We're going to be walking our feet out again like we did earlier. So we're going to walk it out. We're going to keep it out there for a moment. So heels in, toes out. Now while we're out there, we're open up in this position. We're going to do some work down there in the ankle again, in the shins and calves. So we're out in this position. We're up on the toes, back on the heels. Up on the toes, back on the heels. And back. Up and back. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and then once more like that. All right, now hold the stretch and straighten it up if you need to. And we're going to be pulling from back here, opening up through the inner thighs, a very small movement, very tiny. Like a little butterfly wings. I don't know if that sounded right or not. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to hold out. Sit tall, reach upright, lean over the left thigh, look up. And then let's bring that down. Take the other arm over, look up. And bring it down. Now we're going to transition from this. This is going to be our base pose. But we're going to transition. I'm going to turn this way, and I'm really just sliding my behind across the chair and letting my left leg fold gently in front of the chair like that. I'm actually adding a slight tuck too. My hip tucks forward slightly so you feel it in there. It's kind of hard to get in this area when you're in the chair, but this is a good way. Reach up with the same arm. Let's lean gently toward the back of the chair. Now take the arm out to the side. The palm is open and the arm is parallel to the floor. We're going to gently take it back. So this is a gentle twist. Make sure it feels okay in your lower back as you go. And then just release this arm. You're going to open back up into your inner thigh stretch. So here you are. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So the right leg folds gently. Slight pelvic tuck. Right there. Reach up, same arm. Extend. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And let's lean toward the back of the chair. Feel that open up in there a little bit more. The arm goes out to the side, and let's take it back. Hold here. Keep that arm parallel to the floor. Now you can hold your chair or brace against your leg, whatever keeps you upright the best. And then release that arm. Open back up, inner thigh, and walk it back in. All right, good. Let's take the arms out and up and scoot forward in your chair. Bring the arms out to the sides, lean forward and wrap your arms under your thighs for a moment. Relax your head and neck. And release the arms, roll back up to the top and roll the shoulders up and back. Let's warm up these muscles, our quadriceps, the front of the leg here and the thighs. Let's keep our feet together. Now this is not a kicking move. You're going to extend from the knee, take the foot out, take the leg out, lower leg, as high as you can, or the best you can here to extend it fully, is what I mean. And then we take it down, but before you rest on the floor, bring it right back up. So it's not a swing. I don't want you to be doing anything around your knee that's painful. It's a placement. Place it out there and bring it back down. And out and down. And if you put your hand here on your thigh, you can feel those muscles working when you do that. We'll do 3 more. 2. And 1 more there. All right. Now before we go to the other side, we're going to stretch this area again. And guess what? It's very similar to what you just did. But we're going to scoot to the right side of the chair slightly, just a tiny bit. So we can take the right leg off the side of the chair and slide it back a little bit. Just hold your chair however you need to keep yourself upright and stable. So again, see how it's opened up here? Reach up with the same arm. Lean away from that side, looking up. And then we'll take this arm out to the side, keeping it parallel to the floor, and reach back like we did a moment ago. Reach back toward the toes. And then let's look forward again. Now, we're going to take this foot, hold your chair here, scoot forward a little, and just stretch it straight out. And reach down. And slide the hand back up. All right. Let's take that foot to the floor and come back to the center. Start in the center first. We'll warm up and work this thigh. So again, you just take it out and down. It's very precise. We want to be careful around our knees. Let's do 3 more. 2, and then 1 more there. All right, scoot to the left side slightly. Slide that leg off the chair a little bit with that little pelvic tuck. Reach up with the same arm, look up, and lean over to the right. Let's bring this arm out to the side, palm is open, arm extended, and gently take it back. Reach down toward the foot, turn to the front, and let's bring this leg forward, extending the heel out front, and reach down toward the toes. All right, let's slide this hand back up. Bring this foot in and scoot back into the center here. Scoot back into the center. Let's push up on the toes and back on the heels a few times. Again, just warming up the shins and calves. And bringing some energy down the legs toward the feet. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more there. Good. Bring the right knee up again. Sit tall, and then gently tilt the head forward. Hold here for a moment. All right, sit tall, looking forward. Very gently, not pushing or pulling, we're going to open up through the inner thigh. So we're going to take it out and in. Let's do 4 more of these. 3, 2, and then 1 more there. But this time we're going to cross over. We're going to cross over. And keep in mind, if you have a hard time crossing at the knee, that's okay. Cross at the ankle. If you do cross at the ankle, lock your feet in together. So you're either here or here. All right, once you get your leg in position, take your hands to the top thigh. Good posture up top. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, twist. Look back over the right shoulder. Let's turn to the other side for a moment. Check your posture before you go. Look back. Face front. Gently lean over your thighs and just crisscross your arms across your lower legs. Lower your head. Sit back up. Now we're going to open up a little space between the thighs. So we're going to slide our foot over here on the thigh, your ankle and your foot resting on the thigh. If your knee is way up here, see if you can lower it down a little bit. We're all going to be different with this. Sit tall. Now if you're doing the ankle version, lock it in. Lock it in. Real hard. In this, we're not going to do a whole lot other than continue to push our hips back into the seat. And I'm not going to lean over, but I'm going to try to bring my chest slightly forward. You feel it open up back there above the hip and the lower back on the right side. And you may feel it down in the hip and down into the hamstring muscle. And just breathe. That's all you can really do here is breathe. See if you can get a little release in that area. Okay, we're going to place this foot down. Place that foot down. Sit tall. We'll do the same sequence on the left side. So bring the left knee up and we start by tilting the head down. Hold here. All right, let's look forward, sit tall, gently open up. Bring it back in. And remember, you're not pulling on it or pushing on it hard. You're just gently guiding it along. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2, and then 1 more, and we are going to cross over here, either at the knee or the ankle. Good posture. Hands on the top thigh, twist looking back over your left shoulder this time. Let's turn the other way. Face front again, gently lean forward over your thighs and wrap your arms around your lower legs. Hey, Brisky. Relax your head. Let's sit back up and then open up this space here by sliding your left foot or ankle out to the right thigh. Sit tall. Chest comes. And then you can take this foot down. All right, slide your hands right on down. Relax here for a moment. Relax your head and neck. Let's come on back up to the top. Sit tall. and rest your hands here on your lap. Let's make sure before I let you go today that we're loosened up here in the neck. So we'll do a few circles around each way. Because even when you're working on certain body parts, you can bring stress or tension into other places in the body. So we want to draw attention to that and work on that. I mean, you can do an isolated stretch, but everything's still connected to something. So the more that you can integrate these stretches, the better. Let's do a few more of these each way. And one more. All right. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed today's workout. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.